What is today, guys? Oh, we know what today is. Today is duck confit cassoulet day. It's just, that's it, guys. There's nothing else to say, even though, it's hard for me to shut up sometimes. Duck confit cassoulet is absolutely stunning. It's a wonderful French dish from Toulouse. The duck confit cassoulet is. Cassoulet by itself is from 3 different areas, they say. I don't know the name of the other 2 areas. Sorry to my French friends. So we're just going to go with Toulouse. So, buddy of mine's coming in, Mr. JW, and he's like, let's have dinner and wine. And it's just cold enough now that I think it's okay to have cassoulet. So this is going to be a phenomenal day. It is a long process. I mean, there's some steps involved to it, and I'm going to walk you through everything. But remember, the French cassoulet style dish is different than a New Orleans or a Southern bean style dish. Because we cook red beans or white beans and smoked ham hocks and sausage all day long in New Orleans or in the South, like 8-9 hours throughout the day. But for the cassoulet, it's different for the beans. The beans are only going to be in the broth and water for about 1.5 hours. That's it, on medium. That's it, because you want them to be firm. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. I'm going to walk you through the process. And I think this will be a really good day, guys. Talk to you in a minute. So let's look at the ingredients that's going to go into the bean cooking process. So historically speaking, Tarbes beans are what is generally used in Toulouse. However, I find them a little bit bitter. I didn't like them last time, so I'm using the Cassoulet beans, or it's a white kidney bean. They're a big bean versus a small navy bean. So these are a little bit smaller than the Tarbes. That's okay, no big deal. So this goes in the pot. What else do we have? We've got duck fat. Love duck fat. We're going to use a lot of duck fat in this process. We got a lot of garlic. We're going to use it all. We've got carrots. We have tomatoes. We've got onions. We've got paste. We've got bay leaves. We've got some black peppercorns and some cloves in there. All of this is going to go into the pot to cook the beans. We have pig skin. If you can't get this, and I'm gonna talk about this a little bit, but not yet. We have ham. We have a darkened ham, a smoked ham. We've got pork ribs, and we've got Toulouse sausage. All these are going to go in the oven. This is going to go in the pot with all of this right here. This is duck confit. If you want to go through the process of making duck confit, have at it. I don't like the process, so what I do is I get this stuff. Canadian. Perfect. It comes with tons of duck fat in there too, which means I don't have to open any duck fat. And we're going to cook the beans with water, and we're going to cook it with chicken stock. Not beef stock, not vegetable stock, but chicken stock. A darkened one is good. And we're going to add in one of these. I'm not sure which one. Add in a little bit of the vinegar into the pot. I'm going to walk through the process. It's actually fabulous, guys. Here we go. Oh, I finally get to use my pot. Oh, finally got it back all working, all nicely retinned. Hopefully this pot suffices for 10 people. I believe it will. All right, we're going to add in. This is that's 2 pounds of beans, 2 pounds of the white beans, and we're going to add in some stuff. Add in the pork rinds, pork skin. Yep. I love duck fat. Yes. Totally good. Don't worry. This is fabulous, guys. Ooh, let's add in the seasoned meat. Yeah, the seasoned meat is good. Yeah. Seasoned meat, lovely. Grab a little bit more. You can put more in there if you want, guys. Totally cool. Now, these are smoked ham hocks, but they can't find seasoned ham the way I need it. And I'll explain that in a little bit. Yeah, that's the only meat of that's going in. And we've got lovely thing, the vinegar. Get the dark, rich vinegar. Oh, it smells so good. Garlic. Perfect. Carrots, of course. Must have them. Always good to grab the onions. Come on, can't be that hard. Grab some onions. The last of the tomatoes. Let's get these in there. Yeah. Look how beautiful that looks, guys. Oh, fits perfectly in the pot. This will be nice. Paste. Come on. That's all right. We'll scrape that out. Good, good. Here's what we're going to do for the cloves and black peppers. We're just going to put them in here, put them on the side and clip it in. Hopefully it doesn't scrape my retinning. That would upset me greatly. Almost. And add in a few bay leaves. Yep. Cool. Let's add some stock. That pan pot really works. It's so nice. I love it. I like the dark stock, guys. I use these guys. Use any kind of chicken stock you want, but I would say go with the darker one. We're going to put in 2 of these, and then the rest will be water. Toulouse Cassoulet. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Completely filled up the way we want. I haven't added any salt yet because the ham hocks, the smoked ham hocks, can be a little salty. We'll see how it tastes. We can add salt to it. What I did is I took this little ball out because I was concerned it was going to scrape on the tin, so I just dumped it in. And I can always pull stuff out. And we're going to turn it up. Turn to medium high for now. I want to bring it to a boil, then we're going to turn it down to medium. This will be on the stove for an hour and a half on medium. All right, little talk. So, the traditional dish calls for pork rinds, pork skin. None of the grocery stores here or the butchers had pork skin. So, you have several options. You can do what I did today. You can get smoked ham hocks with the bone, skins on it. You just cut off the skin, unravel it, in it went. Or, you can just get some bacon, you know? Just want to get regular old bacon. Bit more fatty. I understand, it's not fat with duck fat in there, but you can use bacon as a backup, or you can use, here, smoked pork jowls. In Italy, it's guanciale. They season a little bit differently. You probably wouldn't want to use that, but using this sliced up, probably a good backup as well if you can't find pork skin. So, I think the smoked ham hocks is probably the best option, because I can use the meat for the ham in there, and I can also use the skin, which is what it calls for, using the skin. So you pick, you decide. You're in charge of your own cassoulet dish. But I went with the smoked ham hocks and just peeled the skin off and tossed it in. I got 2 packets. Use all the skin. Should be totally fine. Let's put this top on. Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to spend a couple of grand, here you go. Nice copper pot, vintage copper with a top. All right, so we talked about the pork skin substitution and the ham substitution. We talked a little bit about duck confit. So if you want to make your own duck confit from scratch, it takes about a day. So more power to you, Bubba. I did it. I don't want to do it again. I'm quite fine buying duck fat in the jar to use because it calls for duck fat recipe. However, I'm going to show you what I normally get because it saves you a lot of pain and anguish. I promise you. I've been through this process many times. What I would get, and you can get them, it's out of Canada, get them on Amazon or some store. These are about, they've gone up, so these are about 50 or 60 bucks, but you get 4 whole leg and thigh combinations. I'll show you what they look like, but you get all the duck fat in here, so you don't have to buy any jars. You use this duck fat, and I'm going to show you. So the process for the meats is pretty specific. So this is on the stove right now. That's cassoulet beans are cooking for a while, hour and a half. So I'm going to show you how you brown the meats and which meats we're getting. All right, so come on, let me show you this real quick. Yep. Let's set this down. All right. Mignon. You watching the cassoulet? Mignon. Good French name. Yep. All right. So for stock, use this or any stock you want, any chicken stock you want, but you want to get a dark one. For the duck confit, this is duck confit already done for you, already finished. No pain, no anguish, just got to pay a little bit for it. This is what it looks like. Yep, there's 4 of them in there. I just stacked them up. And here's the duck fat. It was much heavier. I used it already. I used some of it already. But here's the meat we're going to use. So we've got Toulouse sausage. Yep. We're going to put it in there. And we're going to brown these. Brown the Toulouse and the pork ribs at 500 degrees for 15 minutes. Yep. We're going to do more than is necessary. It's all right. So, and we're going to add a bunch of duck fat on top of this. Give me a sec. So, we basically have 2 of these. I used one earlier in the pot over here. One of these. So you got another one of these. There's actually like 2.5. And what we're going to do is just drizzle all this lovely duck fat on here. Yep. And we're going to toss in some green onions. I got some green onions. Just going to toss some in. We're going to add in some garlic. And look, I'm not peeling my own garlic anymore. It's horrible. You don't need a whole lot because we got stuff in the bean sauce, but there you go. This will roast at 498, 500 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. You're going to remove it, and then you're going to deglaze, and then you get rid of the fat and deglaze and toss the remaining liquid into the cassoulet pot. But we're not going to do this for a while. We've got a long way to go. So I'll show you the process shortly. And as always, need to thank Glenn and Margaret Degree Woodworks, Mobile, Alabama. Thanks for the cutting boards, guys. All right, we got the oven preheated to 425. I don't know why I said 500 earlier. My bad. 425 for 15 to 20 minutes. You want to watch the sausage. You don't want those to burn. But it's on. It's ready to go. 15 minutes. Let's see how it turns out. This has been in the oven for, not in the oven, on the stove for an hour and a half on medium. Once it got to medium, then I put the timer on. So what I did, did some extra just in case we need some. In case you need some extra beans, turn the fire on low with that. But what we're going to do is take out the aromatics. We're going to try to take out as much of the onion, all the carrots as we can. We're going to pull the meat out, put it on the side. And then we're just going to let the beans sit here for a bit, just soaking up all these wonderful juices, these aromatic flavors. All right. See, just going to take them all out, put them on the side. We're going to layer this back in. We'll put this back in to the cassoulet. Oop, got the bean. Don't let the bean go. Little by little. So we got pretty much everything out. Let's show you over here. All the bay leaves, some of the onion. Here are all the meats. Here's the skin from the ham hocks, and here's the ham hocks. We're not going to use all of that because we have Toulouse sausage and the pork, but just gives you an idea. This was an hour and a half in a medium. It's covered. I try to pull all the cloves out. It smells slightly clove heavy, but not bad. So we're in good shape. All right. As soon as the stuff is done in the oven, the meat's in the oven, we're going to walk through the process of how we layer this. And look. We got our own cassoulet pot we got when we were in Burgundy several years ago. So, good shape. Come on, guys, cook up. And Mignon is enjoying her nap. Just kind of watching me cook sometimes. Cooking. Cassoulet day, guys. Mignon. Yes, a wonderful French dish, my love. Perfect. Just pulled this out of the oven. I'll probably put the pork back in for like another 5 minutes, but the Toulouse sausage is done. Of course, all the bean stock and the beans in here are finished. This is a cassoulet pot. We're gonna start layering and just show you some of the other meat. Some of the other meat. All we're gonna do is just chop these up into small little pieces, but just to give you an idea, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this, guys. Just pulled it out. I think it's got enough time with it. It does. Remember, this is gonna be in the oven for like 3 hours cooking, in the bean pot, of course, right? So what we're going to do is pull the meat off, and we're going to deglaze the bottom of the pan. Just a nice deglazing with water. A little bit longer. We're just going to dump this into the bean pot. Excellent. So what do we have? We have the pork skin. We've got the Toulouse sausage. We've got the pork. And we've got the ham, the smoked ham hocks. I tasted everything. It tastes really, really good. So now what we're going to do is kind of layer. Let's go to the bottom. Just see? Just going to layer that in there. It's good. I'm going to add some pork in. Get the pork. Come on. Just get it on the side. Yeah. Let's add some of the ham in. The ham. Come on. Smoked ham hocks are good. They taste really nice. Good, good, good. Now let's add the sausage. We're just going to put it in. Come on. Just spread it around. It's okay to use your hand. I've been cooking with it all day. So that's a lot of meat, guys. So what we want to do now is just come over here and start getting the beans. Load them on top. Yep. If you see any veggies in there you want to take out, go ahead. You can put in less meat and more beans, whatever works. But you're going to do this with all the beans that are in here. And this is about 2.5 something pounds, give or take. Perfect. So we're up to the top. It's going to shrink down. Don't worry. Now what we're going to do is start ladling in the stock, the bean stock. So we're going to take all of this. We're just going to add it in. Just whoop. We're going to fill it to the top completely. That's pretty good, I think. Yeah. Right to the top. Now this is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour and a half. And it's going to develop a nice little crust on the top. And then we're going to pull it out and add some more stock to it. But this is good. This is a good size, guys. This is going to feed, this probably feed 15 people easy. So just to give you an idea of volume. Just like that. Careful. Don't want to spill anything. Yep. Perfect. And we'll check this in an hour and a half, guys. Perfect. This is how you want it to be. Nice, hard and firm. Good, good, good. It's not uber crunchy, but it will get there. But that's where you want it to be, guys. This is an hour and 40 minutes in the oven at 425, 450. A little bit higher than I wanted to. It didn't seem like it was getting crispy enough. But you can see all that liquid's dried off. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to grab some more of the broth. Yep. And just crunch it up like this. Get it in there. Don't be bashful, too. Hear that crunchy? It's what you want. It's exactly how you want it. There we go. Nice. Now back in the oven for another hour and a half. There you go, guys. So this is how it should look right now. It's perfect. Now the duck will go on top. The duck is over here. Yeah. And then we'll brown it up. Perfecto. Yes. Now we're going to add the duck confit on top. Oh, very nice. Oh, they did. They accepted it last time. Come on, that's not right. Oh. You're exercising wise counsel. Get the last one. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it looks so nice. One more. One more. Whoop. Whoop. No, come here. No, go back the other way.
Actually, one of the other bottles I brought.
Perfect. Now it goes in the oven, and it'll brown nicely. Nah. I tell people, get this. It makes it. You make your own duck confit from scratch. It sucks donkey dick. I promise you. Where's Jack tonight, Hurstess? There you go, guys. Duck confit cassoulet. Now we'll have to serve it at some point tonight. There you go. Lovely. All right, there you go, guys. There's the duck confit. There's the Toulouse sausage. There's the ham. There's the beans. Yes, that's it. Duck confit cassoulet.
Turtle on the top.
Get it. Get the duck. Get the duck confit. Get it.
Wait, what's this?
It's yumminess.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's good. Get it.
Try the
Oh yeah.
extra brown piece.
So what do you do with the
The what?
what do you do with the balsamic?